Hello, and welcome to another episode of Educators Financial Foresight Weekly, your step-by-step guide to financial peace of mind. Today, we're tackling a powerful tool for retirement savings, Roth IRAs. Are you looking to maximize your tax-free retirement income? Then you're in the right place. Teachers, you give so much every day. You're shaping lives and you're inspiring the future. But when it comes to your retirement, the path forward can feel uncertain. If you're an educator juggling demands of busy schedules and financial stress, you are not alone. Many teachers worry about outliving their savings, or managing their pension, or ensuring long-term care without burdening their family, with pensions often alone falling short. Many educators struggle to bridge the gap between what they need and what they have for a secure retirement. That's where Educators Financial Foresight Weekly comes in. Each week, I'll guide you through clear, actionable steps to understand your pension and spot hidden gaps, build retirement income strategy tailored to your needs, protect your savings from inflation and unexpected costs, and plan for long-term care and estate needs without burdening your loved ones. Your career has been about making a difference. Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and LinkedIn. Let's build a retirement as rewarding as your career. Welcome to this week's episode. I am your host, financial planner and former educator Debbie Major. Thanks for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show so you don't miss a week. Well, last week we discussed the importance of tax diversification. And today we're going to build on that by exploring more in depth how Roth IRAs can be a key part of that strategy. So let's dive in and unlock the potential of Roth accounts for your financial future. Let's say for a minute that you're going on a trip. It's a pretty long trip, and you've got a great destination in mind. You're going to be on the road for a long time. And let's say this is a toll road where you have to pay for that road to drive on. Well, which would you prefer? Would you prefer to get on the toll road now and say, I will pay you now for however much you tell me it's going to cost to drive on this toll road until I get to my destination? Or would you rather get on the toll road now for free, drive for as ever till you need to stop and you get to your destination, and then when you get there, they tell you how much you got to pay now for the road that you've been on? Well, this is a lot like the way we're saving our money, whether it's traditional IRAs or if we use a Roth IRA. In a traditional IRA, you're getting on that toll road for free. In fact, you're getting reduced taxes right now. And you're going to ride that toll road as long as you want to until retirement. But once you get to retirement, every penny that you made is going to be taxed. Or they're going to say whatever tax rate you're on now, 10 years in the future, 20 years in the future, 5 years in the future, this is what you're going to pay on that money. And you don't know what that's going to be. In a Roth IRA, with the toll road analogy, we're actually saying, I'm going to pay you the money you want right now. You want this much money now? I'm going to pay it to you right now. And I'm going to get on that road and I'm going to follow that road all the way to retirement, all the way to my destination. And when I get there, I get off. All the money's mine. I've already paid my tax. And that's the biggest difference between the two. Now, of course, there are pluses and minuses to both. And we talked a lot about the 403B and the pre-tax savings and all of that in the previous episodes. So I wanted to focus just on the Roth IRA today because that's pretty much the one you're going to hear about. Sometimes you will hear about Roth 401k, or maybe they offer a Roth 403B in your plan for your district. And you can check into that, and that can offer you a greater flexibility. But they're all going to kind of follow the same rules. It's you pay your tax now, and you don't have to pay your tax later. All right? So
there are some things that to think about it when we think about tax rates. So will they go up or will they go down in the future, or will they stay the same? The things I want to kind of bring up today, the first thing is our national debt. If you go to www.usdebtclock.org, you can see in real time what the U.S. national debt is. It's running constantly, showing us what the debt is. And you can see what the U.S. debt is, what the state debt is, and then you can see how much of it is funded and how much is responsible from us, from the taxpayers that are paying. And I'll give you a hint. It's been going up, way up. COVID did a number on, it was already we were having an issue with the national debt. And then COVID, we just spent. And we're still coming back from that. And still working on coming back from all of that. I'll put the link in the show notes for you to look at that clock if you'd like to get more information on it. The second thing to think about is maybe an economic downturn will happen. We know that from history, markets tend to go up and down, and our economies tend to go up and down also. So although we may go up and we may be doing really well and growing, we also can come down and have a recession. When this happens, you're not spending as much money. Small businesses aren't making as much money. And so the government, to be able to raise revenue, and the only way they can raise revenue is to raise taxes, can increase taxes because of that. And the third thing I want you to think about is our aging and our demographic shifts in our population. Right now, we have a huge amount of people that are aging into retirement, 65 and older, the baby boomer generations. Following them is much smaller groups that are having less and less children to pay for this big group here. And this group here has to be paid things they were promised, called entitlements. And that biggest one, Social Security, and the other biggest one, Medicare. And I know that this is not going to be a conversation on how in trouble they are or what may happen in the future, Social Security and Medicare, but these are promises that have been made to these people, and they put in for these promises. So they will not be cut out completely, I don't believe. But to pay for them will probably have to come from some form of increased taxes on people. So those are the three things just to kind of think about in your head, and where you sit with them and what you think about them, so that you come to your own conclusion of, do you think taxes are going to go up or are they going to go down in the future? So let's go back to the toll road analogy that I talked about just about a minute ago. Do you want to pay your toll based on what you know the cost is now, or what it may be in the future that we don't know? If you'd rather pay it now, your answer is going to be a Roth IRA to offer part of a solution for you. It's got tax-free growth, and it's got tax-free withdrawals in retirement. And this can give you greater control and potential savings on your taxes. A Roth IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. You contribute to this with after-tax dollars, means you get your paycheck, you take a portion of your paycheck from there, and you put it into the Roth IRA. Your money's going to sit in there, and for as long as until you need it, and it's going to grow for you, tax-free. And qualified withdrawals in retirement are also tax-free. So this is a significant advantage for those who expect to be in a higher tax bracket in retirement. Now, you may have heard of Roth conversion, so I did want to mention that. And a Roth conversion is where you take money that's already in a traditional IRA or a 403b, and you take a withdrawal from it out, pay your taxes now, and then put it into a Roth IRA to grow tax-free. So if that's all you have, and you know you're going to be retiring in the next few years, and you want to make sure that you have some tax-free income, that can be a solution for you if you've got a bunch in your, if you've got money in your traditional IRAs. So, in my opinion, Roth IRAs are incredibly valuable tools for educators. If you already have money in a traditional IRA or 403b that you want to think about moving it to tax deferred or tax free, and doing, doing what's called, nothing like a live show, doing the Roth conversion, make sure you think of your tax implications and you really figure out how much taxes you got to pay now and take out the right amount. So you don't want to bump yourself into a higher tax bracket just by taking out money from your IRA. But there are some rules that go along with the Roth IRA, and I want to make sure I bring these up. The first thing is the income rule. There are income limits that if you make over the income limits, you are limited in how much you can put into your Roth IRA. There's different bands of income limits, and you either can have it reduced how much you can put in, or you can't contribute at all. And in that case, only the Roth conversion would be your option. You also are limited in how much you can put in per year. So if you're under 50 and we're in the year 2025, you can contribute up to $7,000. They give you an extra $1,000 once you hit 50, and you can contribute up to $8,000 for 2025. There's also rules on withdrawals. So the whole idea of doing this is to have tax-free withdrawals, right? So you want to make sure that there's a couple conditions that you meet. First is an age requirement, and that's 59 and a half. That's the magical age for almost all of the retirement things without a penalty, withdrawals. And you want to hold your account for 5 years. It's called the 5-year rule from when you first make your contribution. Those are the two big rules. Hold it for 5 years before you start to take anything out, and be 59 and a half. Now, there are some exceptions to the 59 and a half for qualified withdrawals. Like first-time home purchase or death or disability or certain medical expenses. But in general, when you're setting up a Roth account, you want to think, I know I'm going to hold it for at least 5 years, and so I don't get a penalty. I'm going to make sure I'm at least 59 and a half. The most accurate and detailed information, I would say go to irs.gov and search for Roth IRAs. Everything is there. You get your income limits there. You've got how much you can contribute, because that does change from year to year. And you've got all of the reasons on how you could get that penalty waived if you're under 59 and a half to be able to take out money. You do want to make sure you keep these rules in mind and the resources that they have there, so that you make sure you make your best decisions on when to start, where to start, and when to take out withdrawals from your Roth IRA. And now it's time for Rookie's Quote of the Week. He's sharing with you first a Chinese proverb, and I thought it was especially good today when we were chatting that we look at this. And it says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. Sure, we can always look back and say, I wish I would have done this 5, 10, 20 years ago. But that doesn't mean we can't start today with what we can do today. And that ties into the second quote from Rookie. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. This is simple. It's empowering. It's something that I try and think about every day, because it reinforces the forward-thinking nature of the Roth planning, right? You're looking that you're going to get off that toll road and not have to pay again. You've already paid. Making your choice now, it's going to pay off later. So to summarize today's show, Roth IRAs offer you a powerful way to build tax-free retirement income and gain more control over your financial future. By understanding the benefits and careful planning, you can make informed decisions and align with your long-term goals. And remember, the best strategy depends on your individual circumstances, your income level, your future tax projections, your goals and objectives that you have for your life. So it is a good idea to get personalized advice from a financial advisor. Don't leave your retirement savings to chance. Take action today to explore how Roth IRAs or a Roth conversion can fit into your financial plan. I have a resource page with lots of resources on it. If you're interested more in this or you want to find out more, click the link in the show notes and visit that page, and you can see that there's not only my masterclass on it, but also several tax-free or tax-mitigating videos and resources that you can access for free on my resource page. Your financial Retirement is within reach, so start planning for it now. Thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to come back next Thursday at 11:30 for another edition of Educators Financial Foresight Weekly.